trying to develop young leaders. You see, we're taking this thing to a distance. I tell Nas all the time, I say, we got to hurry up and get this work done that was left of us. You know, Imam Mohammed said about us, I think it was in 1977, 78, in one of the talk, he said, you see them two young boys right there? He said, they're going to help this community. We never forgot that. And other things that he told us in private, you know, on what to do. So we can't break from the work. But I tell them all the time, I say, you know, we're going to get wrapped up soon. I don't know how soon. But we ain't going to be around here forever. And this is what I was telling him yesterday. You know, I said, let me tell you something. You got to get an individual, one person, each one, and begin to train you to do your work. A good assistant. Allah blessed me to train some over the years, you see? And I'm sure Nas has too, but he's looking for a wali, Deen. You see, one of you young brothers that will sit and listen and say, okay, I need to learn this. There's a lot of wisdom there, you see. And, you know, his character is a little different than mine in terms of developing people, you see. But he has the same book. He has the same book. And he stayed with the same leader that I stayed with, very close. You know. And I tell imams this all around the country. Find one. Right now people talk about Imam Wazir all around this country. Wazir has always let me know about predictions I made years ago what happened. I told him a long time, I said, right now, Wazir, we have a student-teacher relationship. But the time will come when we'll be colleagues. And we're colleagues. Because he's a heavy dude. He is good. He's got 4 degrees working on a 5th degree. You know, over 3 Masjid, has a business, 6 children. I don't know how he do it. I call him up and say, how you doing? Work. How you doing? Work. That's it. Work. But that's it, he's working. You know, and we have others like that. Other youth. I can begin to name them. They're very dynamic, very enthusiastic, and motivated. Now I see them all the time when he comes to you see. And he be saying, we got to do that, I'm working on getting it, you know. But you got to want it. Yeah. You got to have an appetite for it. That's what he was saying. He said, I got to find somebody that has an appetite. We had an appetite. On studying Imam Warith, we had an appetite. And we had people blocking us from getting tapes, everything. I went to the Imam, I had to have this tape, brother from the Imam. The brother had the tape, and he wanted me to make allegiance to him to come and get it. Kiss his hand and everything. I ain't going to even name him, but he's passed now. And so I was telling him about it. Imam said, he said, don't worry about that. He said, what they got down there, he said, I can make it obsolete within a year. And he did, because it was transitional language. But it was so fascinating. It was just so good language. I mean, wow, we just dazzled, you know. And I used to call Nasser the bird man, you know, because he can take a one sheet of paper and put 3 lectures on it. That's how small he used to write. You know? So I was not surprised when he got these computers and he was typing up everything. Imam didn't tell him to do that, his law for it did. And we were sitting meeting with the Imam, me and him, and the Imam said to Nasser, he said, Dr. Nasser, he said, the work that you're doing is invaluable to this community. He said, Brother Imam, I just want to help, you know, because he would do it, type it. He said, don't worry about it, I have it printed up and distributed. Now he said, but the mosque council pay for it. He said, no, I'll take care of it. He would take care of it and accept it, so it could be distributed and accepted, because he wanted to get the message out. But then he'd get calls, people called him saying, why are you holding on to the knowledge? CDs in there. It used to be on tapes, right? They can get the same way that we get. I used to pay to have Imam Mohammed's tape transcribed. My sister out of Dallas, Sister Aisha, she used to transcribe the tape for me. I got transcript. I paid for like I wouldn't pay for a book in the store. You see? Because you know what we used to do? We used to Xerox the articles out of the paper and reduce them down to page set and paste them in notebooks. I got them. I'll bring them to you one day. So they're going to be in my archives. You know, because I got it. But that was my textbook. I'd be at a community center and they said, and we would go out. And we used to keep an easel, a blackboard, and chalk and stuff in the trunk. We'd be driving along. There's people on the corner. We stop at the corner and set it up. Okay. You know. And we write on the board, man, human, man, and woman. Hey, brother, talk to you when come on. Got some question to ask you. What is a man? What is a human? That's what we doing, just loving that language. You must look there now, all on the west side, and we used to get in some dynamic arguments. Oh my God. You know, I was watching Nancy having an argument one time with some sister, you know, and she was just saying, because he was telling us how she was on the street and, well, you can't tell me how to be a I know what a woman is. I everything here, and this is wrong here. Oh, she was just going on. And that's what real cool. She said, can I ask you a question? Yeah, come on, nigga. He said, would you want your daughter doing that right now? The beautiful little girl you got there? She got real quiet. She said, no, she gonna go up straight. Why? Why you want her to grow up to be this, that, and that? Because I don't want her to be like me. Why you don't want her to be like you? You just was defending what you were. Understand, just right. And then, you know, we would go and just talk on these corners. You know, we taught in one place for 26 weeks called Bethany Drug Center. We would get so many people off of methadone in there, they asked us to leave out of there. Because we were hurting the program. The distribution of methadone was their program. I'm just telling you, I can tell you about so many good, we just loved it. Schools, you know, we used to go to these schools and we go into the classrooms. And we would do, they said, how do y'all get these children to listen? You know, because we had this language in Imam. And they say, they told another teacher, can they come up with so-and-so teacher to 2 classes and pretty soon, guess what they wanted? Assemblies. Assemblies. So they brought everybody. Now, did they not announce them? Everybody now. Now, I got to tell this story here, and then I'm going to conclude. It's a wonderful, because it's still dealing with the legacy, because we're part of the legacy of the family. Nelson come to me one time and said, we got to go here to this child development center. I said, child development center? I said, okay, we going, because he's my teacher, you know. So we go in there, and all these little kids. You know, down there by the project, you remember that? And I said, how you gonna talk to these children? Don't worry about it, don't worry. Man, this man got to talking about the boat, how the leaf on the ground, the boat, and this, that, and that. And them children was just all there. He took charge of it. Now that was the child, the children. Allah gave him the language for it. Then we went up to, what was that up, way up north?
Yeah, University of Evanston.
In Evanston, yeah. And this was a psychology class. Highfalutin. It's a private college. Oh, I tell you, I wish I had that lecture today. This man taught psychology in that class right now, and he broke down the libido, the this and that. And this is back in 1977, 78. You know, back then, 76, when we was up there at college. And let me tell you something. He told the people, he said, now, when he finished, he said, now, you have just gotten 4 semesters of psychology in an hour and a half. He was just clapping and everything. I mean, he he broke that stuff down so clear. Now I'm taking notes down at this time. I'm learning how to do this stuff. Great times. This is a legacy of Imam Mohammed because he's producing students. He's producing teachers. And that's what we have to do with language. So you young brothers, study. Get what he got. We almost lost him a while back. That's right. He told me, he said, Qasim, he said, look, man, he told me only two things are working in my body, my brain and my heart. Everything else is shut down. His kidneys, everything. He said, I saw it here after. I said, but we were praying for you. He said, I know. He said, but I couldn't hear it because she had so many people praying. I was trying to decipher the language. You ain't make jokes out of it. But it was good. Because I said to myself, well, I would hate to lose my friend like that. You know, but we know I lost the best. No. What am I telling you? Don't let the legacy die because we have problems. You see? Because just think, I could be a thug on the street waiting. I tell him, I say, thank Allah that Islam got me. I said, because I could be robbing you when you give me your Mercedes-Benz, taking your car and your life. See, I say shocking things too, man. You see, one time I told him, I said, look, if it wasn't for Islam, I could be raping your wife tonight. See, that make him think about your lecture that you hear. I give him shock treatment. You know, because I told him, I said, because you don't want to move in our neighborhoods anyway, so I have to come in your neighborhood. I said, so Islam civilized me. You know, I'm giving them my history and our history. But they'll talk about Malcolm from a distance. But if they would have known Malcolm before he became into Islam, they would have been scared to death of him. And in 12 years he was with the Honorable Muhammad, they were scared of him. They liked him, but they didn't enjoy him. Some did. But now they want to take that short span after he left and make him a hero for all black folk. That's crap. It's good. I'm not demeaning the work. He done a great work. But let me tell you something. The Honorable Muhammad and this Nation of Islam, when he started, produced many like Malcolm. Produced many like Qasim, produced many like Nasser, Khalid Salahuddin and others. You know, we come through that. And we survive changes, and we want to turn it over to you all.
Stop there.
All right. But we can't turn it over to you right now. We have to give it to you while we're still competent to help you. This is what the Imam said. He said, look, we need to turn this over to our youth while we're still competent to help.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't going to be able to tell you that when I get all the time. You were talking about, hey. What was that, Imam? Yeah. Oh, well, you know, I've seen people with Alzheimer's doing it. With that, I pray Allah it never happened to me. That's why I keep memorizing the Quran. My mind can be straight, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I can't give you no direction with Alzheimer's. What do you think about that? Yeah, do that. What building you gonna jump off? Yeah.